Alrighty, for this third video, I want to discuss how you're going to post reflection number one in Journal Portfolio and put it into Google Docs and how to link it and all that fun stuff. Hopefully by this time you've created your Journal Portfolio account. You've got your Google Docs account or Google account, which has the docs in it, I guess is the better way to say it. Hopefully you've done syllabus quiz and you're kind of getting used to D2L. D2L is not very intuitive. It takes a little practice and little where's that button at kind of thing. But after a couple of weeks, you kind of know where things are. So this third video, we're going to talk about this reflection number one. This is designed to get us ready for the first essay. Do a little pre-writing, a little thinking about the topic, a little reading up on it. So when you get to the actual essay, you kind of know what you're getting into there. The assignment for the reflections on the content page. If you go down this left-hand menu, you can see the reflection assignments there. You also see reflection readings. For number one, you got to read the self-regulated learning passage. Not the most thrilling thing you'll ever read, but it's kind of gives you the background for the essay you're about to write. But the reflection assignments are right there on reflection assignments. I'm going to open that in a new window there, just so I can make it big. Oops, that's too big. There we go. So you got some material to review for this reflection. You're gonna watch the 8-minute video. Kind of starts with Carol Dweck. She's a big growth mindset person and talks about how you view yourself as a learner, as a student, as a human being, really. Were you just born with a certain set of abilities and that's all you're ever going to have through life, or do you have more of a growth mindset where you develop yourself and you're always a work in process trying to improve? Some interesting commentary on how we talk to children too as well in that video. Also, like, you have to read that material I just showed you on the content page, that self-regulated learning passage. Once you're done doing that, you're going to write a response of at least 200 words. I want you to discuss, the video and the reading. Put it into, your perspective. You don't have to agree with everything you read in here either. So, sometimes you'll be like, well, I don't know if that's really a brand new line of thought, but, sometimes in education we think we've come up with brand new things that everybody else has known for thousands of years. Also, within this response, I want you to develop a little chronological timeline of your experiences with writing. Have you always just loved writing and you do it at home and you just as you're driving down the road, you're writing stuff down? Hopefully you don't do that, but some people are just really excited about writing. Other people would rather drive a railroad spike through their face than have to write an essay. Some people just don't like writing. So I'm kind of asking you about yourself, and generally people change throughout their lives. So once you kind of develop that timeline, tell me what kind of writer you've been. It's fair to say I've never written much. I made it through high school and I've got a job, and my job doesn't require writing. Or you might be someone who just writes constantly. But this is mainly about yourself. Keep in mind you're going to publish on Journal Portfolio. So everybody's going to be able to read this, and other people are going to come in and comment on your reflection. So be careful what you write. Don't divulge any life secrets you don't want other people to know about. As you're writing it, you're going to use a basic MLA essay formatting. I'll show you that in here in a second. You can go to the OWL website there if you want to see an image of it. It's also on page 147 in your textbook. You want to see what that should look like. You're going to put this in Google Docs. If you're just a big Microsoft Word fan, you can do it there. My dual enrollment students in the high schools tend to see Microsoft Word as kind of old school technology. They like to use Google Docs. But there's a reason we're going to do that. The reason is we're going to allow other students to go into your Google Doc there and edit it, but they're not going to fix it. They're just going to comment on what you said. But we have to be able to edit that to do that. You're going to link to it through Journal Portfolio, and then eventually you're going to place a copy of this in the D2L Dropbox. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do. So don't overthink this one. 200 words sounds like a lot, but it's once you get going, you get to 200 words pretty quickly. My guess is this assignment sheet here is probably 300 words easy. So Don't let it intimidate you at all. All right, that's where the assignment is. Let's go to Google Docs first. If you should have your Google account by now. Hopefully you kind of have this toolbar up there. No, wait a minute. Yeah, that's one of me. Sorry. Got a little confused there. When you log in, it may not do much, but you'll probably see your account stuff up here. The Google Apps will be there. In Google Docs, you got to scroll down for it. And again, if you want to create this in Word and copy and paste it over, you can do that. Try it again. Oh, there it goes. But your reflection to meet the MLA style guidelines, everything should be double spaced. Throughout, don't hit enter to double space. Just go to this little button here, go to double, click that, and double space it. It's easier if you do that before you get started. You're going to want to put a header in there. Make sure you're inserting a page number first. So it'll count your pages. Then you just type your last name. A good way to tell you've done it right is the page number will be highlighted there. Then you're going to put your name, my name, class and section number. We are IF1. The date. You want to center your title. And then get on with your reflection. I didn't quite do the assignment you've been given. Just got a sample one just so I can show you how to work things. Once you're done with this, Google Docs saves it automatically. And what you're going to do, once you're done with all this, you're going to want to be able to share it with people. So you click this little share thing. You want to share this with anybody. Once you get the commentary done by other students, you can go in and stop. Just say, no, read only. But you want to set it. You want to go to this more button. You want it public on the web. I'll save that. So anyone on the internet can go in there and comment on this. If this gets to be a problem, if people go in there and start doing unpleasant things, we'll find another way to do it. But so far, it's been pretty good. It'll give you a link, and you're going to copy that link. It's already copied to the clipboard, but anyway. Everybody can edit. So we're done there. That's what it should look like. Again, you have the 200 words. Probably be a full page here, maybe a little bit more than one page. Want to make sure you set it to share, public on the web. Then we're going to go to Journal Portfolio. You're going to get into your account. And you're going to want to link to that through a blog. And the reason we want to, I'll show you why in a second. So as you're looking at, you go into this add article plus sign, and you want to write an article or blog. You don't want to put in the URL yet. You're not uploading anything yet. You're writing an article or blog. We're just going to title this Reflections, because you're going to end up putting all of your reflections in here. I'm going to write tests because I already got one reflections on my thing there. You got to be kind of patient. Now, Journal Portfolio is actually an English website from Britain. What you're going to come down here, normally you'd write your blog here, but we're just going to put some links in. So we're going to go to link here. That says insert link. Make this bigger. Insert link. And that's where you're going to put that URL that you got from Google there. And retitle it whatever reflection it is. Well, reflection number 1. Click that open link in new tab. Doesn't always do anything on my computer, but works better for your readers. And we're going to insert that link into the blog post. And what we're going to do is all of the reflections are going to go into this one blog. We're just going to add more links as we go. So when you do reflection number 2, you'll come in to edit this. add the next link, reflection number 2. I'm sorry, I did that backwards. Put the link in there, and reflection number 2 down here. Not typing well today, sorry. There we go. And eventually you're just going to keep going with your reflections until you have all 7 up here in the one block. And that's what the reason we're doing this is so we can maintain the free access instead of having to pay. Once you're done with that, make sure you hit Save Article up here on the top right, or it won't do anything. And again, with Journal Portfolio, the neat thing is you can put images up in here. Don't know about that one. If you use an image off the internet, we're going to have to go back and cite that when we learn about documentation. But everything looks good. I made an adjustment, so I'm going to save the article again. Then if you want to view your portfolio, you should be able to go there, and there's that reflection space I made. There's the image I've uploaded. The images get kind of neat once you get into it. What'll happen is anybody else can go in there and click on that. Click on your reflection number 1. Go in there, and they can add to your document. And when we start commenting on each other's work, you're going to go in there, and it's going to be positive. Nobody's going to go critique it or anything. But hopefully most people like, yeah, I'm kind of like you. Writing's not easy for me. But that's how it should work. And eventually we'll have a list of everybody's portfolio URL, so we can just click on that and go there and comment on other people's stuff. Now, you won't be commenting on everybody's. I'll probably assign you like 2 people to comment on, so don't think I got to comment on all 25 reflections. There's like, no, that'd be way too much work. So, sounds kind of easy just going through it in a video like this, but when you got to figure out how to use Google Docs, which is fairly intuitive. If you've done Word, Google Docs isn't radically, different. Just stuff's in different places. You got to have your journal portfolio side up and going and ready to begin adding stuff to it. And you got to know how to use D2L, right? Because eventually, to get it into D2L, if you do it completely in Google Docs, you're going to have to go to File and Download As and do it as a Word document. And different computers do different things here. You might get a little box in the corner that tells you it's downloaded it. Then you're going to save it somewhere on your computer. And again, creating, gotta keep giving different names to stuff here. There we go. But using different folders within your computer to organize things is something you really want to do, especially if you're in different internet classes. So we've downloaded it from Google Docs onto our computer. So now we're ready to get into D2L. Go to the Dropbox. Click Reflection 1. And just like the syllabus quiz, you're going to add a file. You're going to upload. You got to go find it. There it is. You can see with my computer, I got too many things named the same thing. And you're going to submit it. And you should get that file submission successful message. That's what you're looking for. You want to make sure it's the right document. Be sure you're naming your documents. Don't just do number 1, number 2, number 3, and you don't even know what you're sending anymore. Make sure it kind of has the assignment and which reflection is or something. But again, if it just says something like bread recipe or something, you're sending the wrong thing, or cat photo or something. You might want to double check that make sure you send in the right thing. Then you want to hit done, and you should see your submission there under submissions. When I grade it, you'll see the graded one under feedback over here, just like the syllabus quiz. So kind of a lot of things going on there, right? You got to know how to use D2L. You got to use Google Docs. You got to use Journo Portfolio. We'll see if we need to open a discussion board up just so students go like, okay, I did this, but I can't do that. What am I missing? That's quite often students can get the answer to you faster than I can. I know my dual enrollment students they like to ask each other about Google Docs because I tend to drool a little bit when they ask me questions. And I remind them I'm an English teacher, not a software expert. But we'll get through it. The first one's going to be probably a little frustrating. Probably going to, like, I know that button's there somewhere. Where is it? Might take an email or two, but we'll get through it. And probably by reflection 3, it's going to go much smoother. And hopefully, as you build your e-portfolio, you'll start thinking, wow, I can see my work. It's all in one place, and I can show it to other people and show them what I'm doing in class. Hopefully, it's going to be kind of interesting and fun for you. But been talking a while. I'm gonna let you go. Again, I'm not gonna do 30 videos for every assignment, but hopefully I'll get better at these videos as I do it. But if you want me to do videos on other aspects of what we're doing, I'm happy to do that. But again, we'll see how the class goes. A lot of what I do depends on your feedback. If you're saying I'm lost, and that there's something I'm doing that's not quite right. If everything's going well, and maybe we won't need to do a ton of videos, but we'll see. Every class is a little different. But now I'm going to hush up and let you get to work there. Bye-bye.